When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. But when intruders step near, Simply Safe Home Security steps up.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
Using AI alerts, U.S.-based live agents help deter break-ins. Simply Safe, no long-term contracts. Save 50% on your new system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/Spotify or with promo code Spotify.
Outdoor deterrence requires a Simply Safe Active Guard outdoor protection plan starting at $49.99 a month. Visit simplysafe.com/licenses for alarm license information. Tennessee 2012.
Welcome to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon versus Legends, where we take a deep dive into the Star Wars universe, such as characters, creatures, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Kadojo.
Welcome back, Adepts, to another episode of Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Kadojo.
Hello there.
And today we are here to bring you another land vehicle, which is everybody's favorite, AT-ST.
Wouldn't say favorite, but
no, it's
most,
not. It's
most
not
well
favorite.
recognized.
Most well recognized, next to the AT-AT. Absolutely. So, the All-Terrain Scout Transport, or AT-ST, also known as Chicken Walker, for the
Tells you how threatening this thing is if they call it a chicken walker.
Yeah, was a bipedal walker used by the Galactic Republic during the late Clone Wars and later and more extensively by the Galactic Empire during the Galactic Civil War. It was a successor to the AT-XT.
So I had a hard time remembering what the AT-XT was.
Yeah, no, I did too. And completely forgot. It's Legends only. That's why.
Yeah. And I think it's mostly shown up in the Star Wars Clone Wars video game, where you just mainly play as vehicles.
Yes, it mainly showed up in, Star Wars The Clone Wars video game, and then it was in Star Wars Republic issues 55 through 58. So, that was it.
Yeah, I'm looking at one
Star
of the
Wars Galaxy, apparently.
I'm looking at one of the images right now. It kind of looks like something out of BattleTech.
Yes, it is. So, some of the characteristics of the AT-ST. So, oh God, this is a word. I don't know.
Colloquially?
Yeah. Known as the Chicken Walker, because of its shape and walking motion, the AT-ST was a light, heavily armed ground combat vehicle and was able to track various environments. The stock model was equipped with a chin-mounted double blaster cannon, a light E-web, and twin blaster cannons on the port side, a concussion grenade launcher on the starboard side of the head, 2 clawed feet, and the encased with 95 T8511 grade Durasteel. So
yeah, and I think the modules on the side of his head could be swapped out for different.
Which
things.
we'll get to here in a later. Now, what my concern is, are there chickens in the Star Wars universe?
There's got to be something equivalent to it.
Because they wouldn't use the term chicken walker if there wasn't chickens. But I don't recall ever seeing chickens.
Is it referred to as a chicken walker in universe? Or, man, my mind's going blank.
Or is it just
it just fans calling it that?
No, good point. That's a fair point. More likely a fan thing, now that I think about it. But you never know. So the AT-ST was designed to be a recon hit-and-run vehicle. It was lighter than its bigger brother, the AT-AT, and could withstand standard blaster fire, but was vulnerable to heavy laser fire and missiles, as well as physical attacks to the legs and side of the head. The latter weakness was witnessed during the Battle of Endor when the Ewok tribal warriors destroyed the AT-ST by using logs to ram the sides of the walker head, or ram into the sides of the walker head. The AT-ST could be infiltrated by species with great physical strength. At Endor, the Wookiee Chewbacca forced his way through that top hatch and took control of the walker in this manner.
Yeah, and it was just two logs, all of a sudden you get sandwiched AT-ST head.
Yep.
Another tactic they use, they let loose logs. AT-ST stepped on it, it's like, oh, whoa, whoa, falls over.
Yeah. It's like the marbles. Like if you run across marbles, essentially. Yeah.
And it's like, that is a glaring oversight on somebody's part right there.
Well, yeah, I guess, but like you can only do so much. So, yeah. The Empire, they went for more quantity than quality, so there's that too.
Yeah.
So the AT-ST's chin blasters had an effective range of 2 kilometers and were used for anti-vehicle attacks, while the armor, shielded blaster cannon, and grenade launcher provided a close-range protection against infantry and light encampments. Like the AT-AT, the AT-ST utilized a holographic targeting system, allowing a 360-degree view of its position. The armor was not significant to withstand blasts from starship cannons, but was impervious to small arms fire. In addition, according to Leia Organa Solo, the area behind the Angle's viewport visor was weak enough to be susceptible to missile fire, although Han Solo wondered with surprise on how she knew that.
She was getting details, man. She was getting details.
Right. It's,
but the
she
chin
might
blaster,
have, gone on missions, and this is Legends continuity, so, Leia became a Jedi and was a Jedi for majority of her, later life.
Yeah. Now, the chin blasters have effective range of 2 kilometers. Translated, that's about 1.25 miles.
It's pretty good distance.
That is some power right there.
Mm-hmm. That's a good distance right there. So, the 8.6 meter tall walkers were piloted by a crew of 2 Imperial Army pilots and carried 200 kilograms of cargo, which was to be loaded and unloaded via the single hatch located atop this superstructure, accessible using a series of handholds placed on the sides of the walker. However, for practicality, the preferred method of entering inside a military base was to using a loading platform. So, that sucks. The only entrance is the top hatch, and you have 200 kilograms of freaking cargo. Yeah, that sucks.
Where would they put that cargo, though? I mean, in the movie, you see them jump in, and there's not a lot of room in there.
No, not at all. I don't know.
So where are they putting all this cargo?
Internal hatches. I don't know. Magic. It's Star Wars. The bipedal propulsion system was one of the primary weaknesses of the AT-ST. Even on even terrain, the walker could achieve over 90 kilometers per hour, but in uneven and shifty terrain, a walker could quickly become unbalanced enough to fall over. In rare cases, the AT-ST are even capable of leaping when in combat with an enemy. One leg weighted 1/4 of a metric ton.
So all I'm hearing is this thing's only good for the open plains and urban areas. That's it.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely. Yep.
And they mass produce this stuff.
Yep. Like I said, they went Empire goes for quantity over quality. I mean, look at the TIE fighters. They don't even have shields or hyperdrives.
No. Just mass-produced coffins.
Yes. I wouldn't even call it a coffin because there's nothing left when it explodes. So the advanced gyro system located beneath the command module provided the balance needed, but could be easily damaged. Following the Battle of Hoth, rebel tacticians learned to ambush and immobilize ATSTs. Once trapped, a well-placed rifle shot could destroy the walker's gyro system. That's pretty good. That's pretty fortunate. So, and for everybody who's listening, this might be a little bit of a shorter episode since this is going to be 2 parts with Legends and Canon, so
Yeah.
sorry. With the module attachments, so the ATST was a highly modular walker design, being able to switch weapon slots and additional tools to fulfill a variety of roles on the battlefield.
Yeah, like I said.
Yep. Known modifications included a top-mounted shielded gun turret for soldiers standing on lookout, mortars bolted on the upper side of the turret, side-mounted 6-slot rocket launchers instead of laser cannons, and a grenade launcher mounts on the walker's lower cheeks. Okay, so you got some variety of there, depending on the situation or wherever you're at. So there's that.
I remember playing in Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 1, I think it was mostly.
Mhm.
They would have ATSTs as a mid-level boss of sorts, and they always would come with a variety pack of weapons you would have to use against them.
Yeah. I mean, we also see this in Jedi Survivor and Jedi
Order.
Fallen Order. Thank you. Yeah, Fallen Order. So, I mean, we face a few ATSTs in Fallen Order by ourselves. So,
Yeah.
Granted, we're a Jedi, so we have the Force and, magic powers.
Much easier.
Much different than using, a blaster shot. So, other modifications included communications antennae, using additional armor plates to cover the battery packs, and having a winch system underneath the chin gun. During the construction of the Imperial base on Endor, several ATSTs had their chin guns replaced with metal clamps and be used to tear down trees and make clearings for future constructions.
So, doubled as a bulldozer.
Pretty much. So, and then we do actually have some variant models. Go figure. So we have the ATST/A. So this is an assault version of the ATST, featured longer legs, a heavy chin-mounted blaster cannon, and a reinforced gyro balance system. Okay, so interesting.
So more frontline action, I guess.
Yeah.
Version.
We have the ATKT. This variant was equipped with large weapons mounted fitted on the upper portion of each leg of the armor. They were used in guerrilla warfare against Wookiees.
This must have been in novels.
Comics and novels, I believe it was.
Yeah.
We have the ATCT. So the ATCT variant of the ATST Walker fitted with arms for use in construction. Though not designed for combat, the ATCT could be used in anti-gravity beams on the sides of the cockpit to lift objects and hurl it, repulsing it with enough force to make it a potent anti-infantry weapon, as it could be used the surrounding environment as a weapon.
So you're telling me they had ATSTs with arms. They had mobile suits.
Well, they had anti-gravity beams.
Eh,
So, like,
They did-
think of, trying to think of a good, anti-grav, essentially, like, it's really hard, actually, it's really hard to explain now. I'm trying to explain it. Just think
Tractor
it could
beam
pick up...
technology. Tractor beam technology.
Thank you. It's tractor beam technology that you could use in anything, and then hurl it, like a force push kind of a thing.
Push and pull. Push and pull.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We have the ATRCT. So during the Clone Wars, the first ATRCT were developed. They had an open cockpit design and where the pilot and the gunner sat in one front of the other. Now, this is the walker that we see throughout all of the Clone Wars. This is this is essentially, I believe this is the Clone Walker, I think. Let me double check that. Was it ATRCT?
Yeah. All-terrain riot controlled transport.
Yeah. Okay, so this is not the one that we normally see. That's not the big, the fast ones. But these
those
ones
are ACRTs, I think. I can't remember.
Okay. I don't remember. There's just so many models of these. Yeah, so, and they were used during Darth Krayt's Galactic Empire. Interesting. But yeah, it's oh, go on.
Apparently, they have a profile in the tabletop fantasy flight game, Edge of the Empire.
Oh. Four Horizons. Oh, okay. So that's the current Star Wars TTRPG. For everybody who doesn't know, there's Edge. Is it Edge of the Empire? I'm trying to remember. Is that the current one? That's one of the current ones. Yeah. There is has 3 different iterations. There's Edge of the Empire. There's
Rebellion.
Rebellion, and then what? Force and Balance or whatever it is.
No, not Force Unleashed. No,
not that one. It's not Force Unleashed. But it's Force something. So there's 3
I've
different
got
versions.
It in my room somewhere.
Yeah, I have all 3. I can't remember what they are though. I've only played them once. So, and then we have the ATMP. This is a variant that looked a bit like a squat ATST, but boosted 8 missile launchers and a single rotary chain gun. So this is a heavy duty, hey, we're here to exterminate everything in our path. We don't care.
Hello, Empire calling.
Right.
Boom.
Here's a chain gun, and here's, 8 missile launchers because explosive damage. It's called splash damage.
It was called Force and Destiny, by the way.
Force and Destiny. Thank you. I could not remember that.
I saw a picture of the ATRCT, and it looks like they just took the cockpit of a LAT and put it on the walker they had for Clone Wars.
Oh, that's interesting.
So,
all right. Well, but with that being said, let's take a quick minute break. Thank our patrons, and we'll be right back.
With the all-new Dynasty Blueprint in EA Sports College Football 27, you can build your program by earning Dynasty points to spend on NIL, staff, and more. But the fun doesn't end at graduation. With the EA Sports MVP Bundle, get College Football 27, Madden NFL 27, plus Deluxe Edition rewards in both games. Make your rise with the MVP Bundle, available now at EA.com. Rated E for everyone with mild lyrics, easier to interact, and in-game purchases. Includes random items. Conditions and restrictions apply. See the link for more info.
Teens share everything. That may include the bacteria that can cause meningococcal disease known as meningitis. Even if your teen's been vaccinated in the past, they could still be missing meningitis vaccinations. Ask your teen's doctor or visit meningitis.com today. Sponsored by GSK.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything on the podcast. This has nothing to do with the lore of Star Wars. Here we want to thank all our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you do want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/theholocronhistories, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can also support us on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We're to out loud next time on the show. Let me see. I know we didn't have any new Spotify. Let me double check Apple. Nothing on Apple. That's fine. But, yeah. So, go do that. It helps the show. Every review, every, star, on Spotify really helps us grow as a show to get to the most wide audiences, and maybe get invited to special events one of these days. 'Cause that would be cool. Star Wars Celebration, because it's in Japan. This next Star Wars Celebration's in Japan, and I would love to go. I would be able to go to Star Wars Celebrations, it'd be really cool to meet everybody in the Star Wars community, and then be able to tour Japan, because Gundam. So it's a win-win.
Dream on.
I know. I know it's a dream. It's probably not going to happen, but you never know with life. And you can also find us on a few different Discord servers: the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So go check those out. All in Robots Radio, all on my Discord. And if you want to look at all the other different shows we have on the Robots Radio, go check it out, because we have like 50 other shows, if not more. We have a lot. There's so many. So many. So, and I have nothing else for the mid-break. Do you have anything, Dojo?
Yes, I finished listening to Heir to the Empire, the Thrawn Legends book. He is much darker than his Disney counterpart.
Well, as many things were back then. It's not Disney. So, yeah. Well, that's cool. That's fun. But cool. Well, let's get back into more of the ATST.
Looking for a protein shake that tastes as good as it performs? Meet Rockin' Protein Max. Packed with 50 grams of fuel, it'll help you keep up when your day won't slow down. And because it's always creamy and never chalky, every sip tastes great. Even better, it's lactose-free and has 0 added sugar. It's not every day you find a protein shake you actually want to finish. Catch Rockin' Protein in the dairy cooler at a store near you. Rockin' Protein and Shamrock Farms are registered trademarks of Shamrock Foods Company.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name is Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
All right, so now we're going to dive into the history of the ATST. And, it has pretty long, history because it was used a lot. So early in the Clone Wars, engineers at Lothana were busy developing a new bipedal walker known as the All-Terrain Scout Transport. Following their construction of the testing of the ATXT, the ATXT enjoyed moderate success during a somewhat brief operational time, but was rarely used during the war. And at the end of the war, the Confederacy of Independent Systems constructed some of these weapons on the planet of Dido.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Dido. This production ceased when the Sanseas Teen destroyed the facility. So,
Oh, the Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sanseas Teen is a Jedi, yes. So the earliest models were developed by the Grand Army of the Republic during the latter stages of the Clone Wars. The conflict also saw the debate of several other bipedal walker designs like the AT-RT. That's the one that you see. The AT-RT is the one that we see through the Clone Wars. We see them used in Revenge of the Sith. I can't remember if we saw them during Attack of the Clones, though.
No, the clone battle was too brief to be seen with that.
Okay. Well, I couldn't remember. Was the after during On Geonosis with the whatever. But yeah, there aren't. They are in Revenge of the Sith.
It's a scouting vehicle. Sir, look, there's the enemy right over there on the other side of the mesa.
Right. Let me see their appearances. So, there is in Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars The Clone Wars, obviously. Yeah, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Okay, so yeah, it was the only movie was Revenge of the Sith. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, it was in Star Wars Galaxies.
Yes.
The first MMO
that
of Star Wars.
It was something back then. That was a game you did not want to be a Jedi in. That's a game you don't want to be a Jedi because everybody will hunt you down. So under the Empire, Balmorra was the center of the AT-ST production. The AT-ST was later viewed by Imperial commanders as a highly versatile weapon, excelling against infantry and lightly armored vehicles, but also useful for protecting vital units and patrolling hostile areas. At least 2 AT-STs were stationed near the erected statue of the Emperor in Naboo's capital, Theed, on Empire Day as part of the holiday festivities on the planet. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can see...
Oh, go on.
I can see it being useful against infantry and maybe large armored vehicle if you can catch it by surprise.
Right.
But
if it's coming up against a tank, the tank's going to win. And Balmorra is a very interesting planet because it is there's a lot of toxic, it's
a factory world.
Factory world. No, I'm thinking of a different planet. Wait, I thought that Balmorra was the prison planet in SWTOR. Am I wrong?
It might be. Balmorra joined the
I might be wrong. You know what? I might be wrong on this. No, it's in the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Res the Hutt Cartel.
There's some wastes in there. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think there's toxic stuff in there. I can't remember. Oh well. Sorry, everybody. This is kind of we're just not into it today. So AT-STs were used by Blizzard Force during the Battle of Hoth. The Blizzard Force AT-ST was specifically modified for polar climates, as were all the vehicles used on Hoth. It was equipped with ground-penetrating sensor equipment that could detect instabilities in the permafrost and relay information back to the heavier vehicles, thus ensuring to avoid unstable ground. The walkers had a unit insignia consisting of a horned helmet. Nifty.
Sort of fictional Viking helmets, I guess.
Right. Wedge Antilles hijacked an AT-ST during the Battle of Drubillon as a means to infiltrate an Imperial super laser facility. He took out several enemy AT-STs and stormtroopers. He then hijacked an AT-AT in which he destroyed the facility. Go Wedge Antilles. All right. Just wait till we get to the... Oh, go on.
And here we thought he was just a fighter pilot.
Right. Oh, no. He was like an actual rebel. He did other stuff. Just wait till we get to canon. The Empire loses lots of these. And the Battle of Endor, AT-STs were deployed by the Empire against the rebel and Ewok-grouped ground troops. The walkers were very effective against these troops until many of them were destroyed by Ewok traps and other AT-STs that was hijacked by Chewbacca with the help of some Ewoks, which we see in Return of the Jedi. So
yeah,
no surprise there. The AT-ST's problem with shifting terrain, despite the designation all-terrain, was demonstrated during the Battle of Endor, when Ewoks released a large pile of logs and stones rolled down the hill into the path of the AT-ST. The walker was unable to handle the rapidly shifting ground, and despite attempts by the pilot to stabilize the vehicle, it fell on the side and was destroyed. The Ewoks then used the Ewoks also use strategically positioned logs hanging from trees to eliminate several other walkers, as a direct result of the losses inflicted the Empire and Endor. ATSTs were later forbidden from being deployed onto worlds composed extensively of forests or natives with primitive weaponry. So essentially, this is meaning the Empire is scared shitless of Ewoks.
Oh no, they've got pointy sticks. We can't deploy our heavy mechs here.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
mean,
much what that means. I mean, hey, if you haven't played Ewok Hunt, you don't know the terror of those little freaking teddy bear demons. Holy crap. Play Ewok Hunt on Battlefront 2, the newer one. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, you're given from the forced first-person perspective from a stormtrooper. Everything's dark. You can only see where your flashlight is. Yeah. You just hear rustling around, horns blowing, and somebody throwing some kind of firebugs at you.
That, or you hear like these little constantly, just like what's going on. So the Imperial Remnant would go on to use ATSTs, though not as extensively. And then following the Galactic Civil War, ATSTs and AT-ATs were also used by the New Republic. They were considered as quite old vehicles and were neglected to local planetary defense forces.
Yeah, it's weird that, well, I guess not for us, but 30-year-old technology would be considered relics.
Yeah, in a society where tech constantly evolves at a super fast pace.
Yeah, except for hyperspeed, apparently.
Yeah, that's fair. Like 1 year is a decade of tech advances.
Yeah.
Every year. Something stupid like that. Compared to ours, it's like every couple years we have somewhat of an advance. Not anymore, but anyway.
Of course, it's like computers. You save up to buy that nice, shiny computer. You buy it. All of a sudden, it's outdated.
Yes. Yes. Like everybody trying to play Monster Hunter Wilds on PC right now. It's some of the older tech's not well with it. And I'm sorry. It's not like Monster Hunter Wilds is not optimized at all for PC. I'm sorry for all you PC players.
PC Master Race.
I play on console and it works better. Anyway, an early Scout Walker. So we do have behind the scenes. So an early Scout Walker concept was used in a Revenge of the Sith comic adaptation. This was derived from Episode 3 concept art made by Ryan Church. The Revenge of the Sith... Oh, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know who Ryan Church is, he was the concept design supervisor at Lucasfilm during the time. So, and he did Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So the Revenge of the Sith script referred to the AT-RT Walker as a modified Scout Walker, which may imply that the two-man design was the basis. In June 27th, 1982 issue of the Star Wars comic strip arc The Return of Ben Kenobi, the Star Wars scrapbook section depicted a walker called a two-man Imperial Scout Walker. However, it bore a resemblance closer to the half of the AT-AT walkers than the AT-ST used in the film. More scenes with the AT-ST were filmed for the original trilogy movies, but George Lucas decided that the AT-ATs would have been more impressive and that the AT-ST would look better in close quarters.
Yeah,
he was right. He didn't make that good decision.
Yeah, can you imagine just a herd of little AT-STs coming at you? It's like,
and everybody's like, we can take care of these.
Oh, just fire the big shooters.
Yeah, right. The AT-ST model received some cosmetic changes for its extensive appearance in Return of the Jedi, thus explaining the minor differences in the models used for the two films. A minigame where the player can use an AT-ST is available in the 1998 video game Star Wars Rogue Squadron, unlocked through a cheat code.
Oh, the N64 one.
By the way, this is back when cheat codes were a thing, which
Oh, yeah.
they don't exist anymore, by the way. For anybody who, plays video games now, cheat codes don't exist. In the 2001 video game Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds and its 2002 expansion pack Clone Campaigns, the AT-ST served as the Galactic Empire's heavy mech destroyer unit. They were produced at mech factories in the single player or multiplayer. I don't know why they're heavy mech destroyer units, but whatever.
Probably had to have some counter to heavy mechs. And it's like, that one.
Sure. In the 2003 video game Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 Rebel Strikes tutorial mission Tatooine Training, some Imperial recruiters on Tatooine will allow the player, Luke Skywalker, to test ride an AT-ST near Tosh Station after Luke arrived there as a land speeder. After getting adjusted in the steering of the AT-ST, the player is then deployed on a droid hunt as a way to identify whether the player is a good shot. After destroying enough droids, the recruiters then stated that as part of the completion of the training procedure, the player is to dispatch your application to Screening Office, Imperial Space Academy, your sector.
So I guess Luke finally went to Tashi Station to get those power converters.
Right. And I don't...
In style.
In style. Oh, I think this is the one I played on... Was this on GameCube?
Yeah, I wasn't able to play Rogue Squadron 2
was
or 3 because it was
GameCube. I did play this one. Yes, I do remember this now. Because the Tatooine Training, I think it was you and Darksire, or what was your friend's name? Dark something?
Dark Saber?
I can't remember. I think it was that game where you actually take down Womp Rats.
I'm not sure. I never played this particular game. It was on GameCube, and I wasn't allowed to have one. Already had it Xbox.
Oh no! So the AT-ST were also seen in the 2006 video game Lego Star Wars 2: The Original Trilogy and its 2007 completion re-release. Which, obviously, because it's the original trilogy, of course the AT-ST is going to be in there. In 2010, LucasArts released a non-canon continuation of the Dark Side storyline of Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 as downloadable content. In this storyline, the Dark Apprentice was ordered by his master Darth Vader to hunt down the rebels on Endor. Okay, so let me rephrase that. You're the Dark Apprentice, Star Killer. You are not. Vader's dead.
Yeah, he's dead at this point. You've replaced him.
Yeah, you replaced him. So, yeah. Or was this... Oh, this was Force Unleashed 2. It's been so long since I played.
Yeah, because this DLC was on the fact that you would have killed Vader instead of attacked the Emperor.
Well, no, that's Force Unleashed 1.
Yeah, that's the premises of this DLC. It's on the premise that you chose to kill Vader instead of fight the Emperor. Because in the DLC, you're in that Sith outfit, that iconic Sith outfit with the helmet and the metal gloves.
Okay.
And then the DLC is redoing the trilogy one movie at a time by changing certain events. Like the first DLC, you fight Ben Kenobi in the hangar bay where the Millennium Falcon is.
In this
you lift him up and...
No, I'm reading it here. In this one, Vader is alive.
Is he?
Yeah. Vader's alive. The reborn Star Killer, which is the Dark Apprentice, because he's a clone still. I need to go back and play that. It's been so long since I played that. Force Unleashed 1 and 2 just gets jumbled up together because they're so identical.
Oh, God, it's been so
Especially
long.
when it comes to it's specifically the DLC. Because all the DLC for both those games are specifically Dark Side.
Yeah.
So,
Darth Vader.
and then,
okay, yeah.
last but not least, Chewbacca took control of an AT-ST and attempted to stop the Dark Apprentice from gaining access to the indoor shield bunker. Han Solo uses a rocket launcher to attack the Apprentice, but used the Force to redirect the rocket into Chewbacca's walker. He then jumped on top of the pried open the top hatch, forcing Chewbacca to come out and grapple with him. The Dark Apprentice bested Chewbacca, only to use him as a shield for Han Solo's blaster shots, killing the Wookiee. The Apprentice then jumped on the roof of the bunker and impaled Solo with his lightsaber. Starkiller had no mercy. Enough said.
Oh yeah.
Specifically the dark side stuff, because oh boy, was it dark. That's when,
they want to call
Star Wars in general was much
dark.
darker back then.
Well, they want to call the dark side if it wasn't dark. They would call it the middling gray side of the Force.
Yes, we all know the dark side's evil. Go play SWTOR.
But it has cookies.
You know the dark side. True. In the Lego version, yes. Because that's where that comes from. But anyway, that's what we have on the AT-STs for Legends. Do you have any final thoughts or anything to talk about with the AT-ST?
I don't think it's that good of a walker unit. I think there are better ones out there.
That's fair. Much fair. That's fair. I mean, like I said in the last couple episodes, everything in the Clone Wars was better. So
I don't know if it was better. It's just everything in the Empire was that much worse.
Same thing. Tomato, tomato. You know.
I mean, I think the only good thing coming out of the Empire were the Star Destroyers. A very frontal assault.
Even though technically those were actually Clone War ships, because the Venonators are a Star Destroyer class starship.
They were the early design, and then, well, the Venator was more of a carrier Star Destroyer hybrid.
That's fair.
And the Star Destroyers became a pure fighting machine.
True. You know, fair enough. But, yeah, that's what we have this week. So, everybody, thank you again for listening to Holocron Histories, and may the Force be with you.
To Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Star Wars lore. And don't forget, for the Republic!